it comes to things like this, I just don't have very high expectations. Hey boos, welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's new video. We're gonna get into some things today. We're gonna get into some things. So grab your tea, your coffee, your wine, your water. Listen, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. We're still in a pandemic, so if you want to grab your wine or some alcohol, by all means. Today's topic for today's couch chat is gonna be why your friends and family aren't really your main supporters. I know. I'm probably gonna hurt some feelings with this one. Might make you a little bit upset, maybe a little sad, but it's okay. We're gonna get into it. We're gonna talk about some things, and I really want you guys to leave some comments and just kind of tell me your thoughts on this, because obviously this is just my opinion. These are just some things that I felt, also just some conversations that I've had with other people. I'm just curious to see what you guys think too. Okay, so let's get right into the topic. Why does it seem like our friends and family just aren't our main supporters? They're not our biggest fans. It seems like when we pursue maybe a lofty dream, a lofty goal, when we start a business, we start a brand, it doesn't matter what you do. You could be a designer, you could be a musician, you could be an artist, you could be opening a restaurant, you could be opening a storefront, you could be going to school, you could be transitioning and changing careers. It doesn't really matter what you're doing. I'm talking about this in the context really of just you pursuing your dreams and ambitions and just really any endeavor that you have. First thing is, when we talk about why our friends and family aren't our biggest supporters, sometimes people will say it's because of jealousy. Now, I tend to like to give people the benefit of the doubt, so my first thought isn't, oh, they're jealous of me, that's why they're not supporting, but it could be a factor. Not gonna rule it out. Sometimes people are jealous of the fact that you're pursuing your goals. They might be jealous that you have resources or time and energy to pursue said goals. I mean, it could be a wide variety of factors. So it could be jealousy, but I'm gonna say that most times it's not. I just like to give people the benefit of the doubt. One thing that I will say though, along the lines of jealousy, is that I do believe that sometimes people aren't necessarily jealous and they don't necessarily want to see you do bad, but they don't want to see you doing better than them. Listen, I'm just letting you know. It's not that they want to see you down and out, and it's not that they don't want to see you successful. They just don't want to see you doing better than them. They still want to be, above you in a way. Could that be a jealousy thing? Maybe. So sometimes that's a factor as well. And it's disheartening because it's like, why wouldn't you want your friend or your family member to level up? Why wouldn't you want them to pursue their dreams? Why would you care if they're doing better than you? If I have a friend or a family member who's winning, they're on top of their game, they're getting all this recognition, awards, money, whatever. If you're winning, I'm winning. That's how I look at it. There's just no need to feel a way if someone is doing better than you. So I guess that is jealousy. But you know what I mean? Is that making sense? With that, I pay attention to who celebrates me. When I achieve a goal, when I hit a milestone, when I set out to do something new, I always pay attention to who's cheering me on. When something really exciting and great happens in your life, who's celebrating you? Some people have a hard time celebrating others because they're not happy with themselves, they're not happy with the way that their life is going or how their endeavors are going. So they have a hard time congratulating people. They have a hard time celebrating and really genuinely being happy for that friend or family member. And I know for me personally, I've definitely cut out some people who I just felt like they didn't know how to celebrate me. And it's no shade, it's no beef, but it's just I notice okay, every time I've accomplished something or something exciting in my life has happened, this person did not give me the energy that I thought I was gonna get. And what's worse is I've known people where it's like, if they accomplish something, oh baby, they want a parade. They want alert the media, like have a party. They just want you to scream it from the rooftops. But then if I accomplish something, it's like, oh. Behavior like that, it's just like, you don't need that. And so, like I said, I've had to kind of cut people off who I felt treated me like that, because my thing is, if you can't celebrate me, but you expect me to celebrate you and support you, it's not fair. I'm all about reciprocation. So that leads me into the aspect of supporting people and reciprocation and why you should support people and how you should support people. So let's get into reciprocation. I'm someone who is a huge believer in giving what you have been given. I support people out of the kindness of my heart. I give people genuine support. When I support someone, I'm not doing it with the expectation that they're gonna support me back. And I'll get into that in a second. But again, with that, reciprocation is important. If you feel like you're always supporting this person, you're always shouting them out, you're liking every post, you're putting them on your story, you're buying their product, you're buying tickets to their shows, you're buying their clothes, and they never ever do anything for you, they never support you in any kind of way, you might want to kind of reevaluate that friendship, that relationship, that situation, because again, I'm not saying that you should support people with the expectation that they're going to support you back, but at the same time, it does get very tiring to just keep pouring into someone or pouring into a situation and you get nothing out of it. You eventually are going to get resentful and you're going to just not want to do it anymore. That's fair. It's all about reciprocation. You always want to support out of the goodness of your heart, out of the kindness of your heart, and keep it genuine and authentic, but also in the back of your mind, just kind of take note. Is this person always expecting my support and I'm always giving them support and I don't get anything back ever? It's just something to think about. So now going back into supporting out of the goodness of your heart and not expecting anything back. My thing is, if I'm gonna support someone, it's because I want to. It's because I believe in that person, I believe in their work, I believe in their craft, whatever it is that I'm doing, right? And you know, I'm somebody, I don't have a huge platform, I don't know a ton of people, it's not like I have like, you know, a huge following on social media or anything like that, but I can still spread the word. I can still do my part to show that, hey, I believe in what you're doing, I think you're talented, whatever the case may be, I want to share with people that I know. With that being said, I don't expect anything from anyone. I don't know if this is just me being a cynical, do it all myself Virgo or what, but I just don't. I generally have very low expectations for people. And I'm not trying to sound like hella pessimistic or anything like that, because I'm not. I really do believe that people generally have good hearts and, you know, are genuine people for the most part. But when it comes to things like this, I just don't have very high expectations. And not to say that I don't have a good support system or people who support me. I'm not saying that at all. I do. I have friends and family who support me and I love and appreciate them so much. But what I'm saying is, I don't expect anything from anyone. Even family, even friends. I don't ask anyone for support. I don't ask anyone to watch my videos. I don't ask anyone to like any of my posts. I don't ask anybody for anything, because at the end of the day, no one is obligated to support you. They're not. Now, of course, I'm gonna promo my stuff. Like, obviously you have to promote yourself. In the beginning stages of whatever you're doing, no one's gonna promote you but you, so duh. But I'm just saying, like, I've never asked any of my friends and family specifically, like, hey, can you watch my video? Hey, can you comment on this? Hey, can you post me on your story? Like, I've never done that, because I don't want it to feel like you're obligated to support me, because you're not. I don't expect any of my friends or family to do that if they don't want to. I feel like when you ask people to do it, now it's like, oh, she asked, okay, now I gotta, let me go post this on my story, let me go watch this video real quick, because if I don't, then she's gonna think that I don't care, then she's gonna think, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want it to be a burden. I'm not trying to make this like homework for you. If you want to watch my videos, if you want to repost pictures on my brunch page and stuff, I would greatly appreciate it, but it's not an obligation. I know that might seem kind of harsh, but it's the reality. No one owes you anything. And when it comes to your goals and your ambitions, the only one who really cares about them is you. No one really cares about your specific ambitions and goals and dreams but you. Because at the end of the day, everybody else is doing their own thing too. Everybody has their own lives, their own goals, their own passions, and they're worried about getting their stuff taken care of, which is fine. I mean, we're only human. Everybody's trying to get their stuff together, especially in the midst of this pandemic. People are trying to survive. People have businesses that they're trying to keep afloat. People have careers that they're transitioning in or out of. I mean, there's a lot going on. So with this conversation, I do also want to emphasize the fact that everyone has their own lives. And so don't take it super personal when those friends or those family members aren't giving you the support that you expect or the support that you would like, because at the end of the day, everybody is just worried about themselves. I'm telling you, I'm not trying to be pessimistic. I'm just telling you the real. That's just how it is. Let's cut to the part where you're successful, right? Now people want to come out the woodwork.
Oh my gosh, I used to date him when I was in 4th grade. Oh my gosh, we used to be homegirls in high school. Oh my gosh, yeah, I used to talk to him back like 10 years ago.
All that is gonna happen. Now you made it. So now people want to co-sign. That has always bothered me, because it's like, why do people not want to support you or co-sign for you until you made it? I don't get it, especially when it comes to like anything in the industry, music, fashion, entertainment, and things like that. People have a hard time giving those up and coming artists a chance until they get a cosign from someone who's already famous. The social media too, it's like nobody pays attention to like smaller content creators or smaller influencers or whatever you want to call them until they go viral, or like someone who's already big or famous or whatever gives them that boost. It's really annoying, especially with the state of social media these days, because it's like if you don't already have a platform and you don't already have a following, it's so hard to get out to a broader audience. Like, honestly, I'm not even gonna get into this because that could be a whole other video. If you want to hear me talk about social media, my thoughts on social media, give this video a thumbs up and I will talk about my feelings surrounding social media and creating a platform. So let me know if you want me to do a video on that. Anyway, back to bandwagoning and things like that. When you come to that point in your career, it's okay to feel resentment. It's okay to be upset. It's okay to feel that way. But I would say, don't let that create a chip on your shoulder. Don't focus so much on that and the lack of support that they gave before that you forget about the people who were there from day one, or the people who are continuing to support you now. We generally put too much energy and thought into who's not supporting us the way we want them to, that we forget about the people who are. Look at the numbers you have. Look at the people who show up for you every time, the people who are shouting you out, the people who are constantly showing love. That's what's important. Basically, to wrap this up, I just want to say it's okay if your friends and family aren't supporting you or showing up for you like you want them to. Is it disappointing? Yes. But my thing is, strangers are going to be your biggest support system, especially if you have a career where you are going to be really in front of the world, or you're going to be, impacting a large group of people. If you're a designer or if you're an artist or something like that, those millions of records that you're selling, those, thousands, millions of articles of clothing or whatever it is that you're selling, they're going to be bought by strangers. It's not going to be your immediate friends and family. The main goal is to, one, always stay appreciative of the support that you do have, and always remember to show love and to show your support genuinely. Don't expect anything back. If you really love someone's work or you think someone is really talented, share it. So that concludes today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. I know it was a little bit of a, I don't want to say controversial, it's not that deep, but I know this is a little bit of a touchy subject, kind of. We don't like to admit that we feel a way about lack of support, but I think it's important to have a conversation about it and just to realize it's okay. Just keep going. Like I said, nobody cares about your dreams and your ambitions but you. So if you're really passionate about something, if you have a vision and you have goals in mind, keep doing it and do it for no one but yourself, because it's your life. You're the one who has to live it. You're the one that has to go through all of the daily motions to get to where you want to go. So You gotta live for yourself. Thank you so much for tuning in to another couch chat. Please comment down below. I want to hear your thoughts on this. And also remember to subscribe. I post videos every Wednesday and Sunday. So make sure that you click that bell so you're notified the next time that I post. And until next time, have a beautiful day. Cheers.